Today we'll study about prepositions. See, before starting with prepositions, first thing which you need to understand is pronunciation. This is not preposition, this is not preposition, it is preposition. Please pronounce it as preposition, right? Now if you watch closely, you will find this is made up of two words, pre and position. Pre means one which comes before, right? So prepositions are those words which come before a noun or pronoun. So the name itself suggests that these are those words, those parts of a speech which comes before noun or pronoun. Now, what is the role, what is the job of prepositional words? What is the job of prepositions? This is what we will study. To understand that, let's take an example. Suppose if I said, the book is kept on the table. We have a simple example. I told you while finding out any parts of the speech, what you need to do is, you have to check what role it does in a sentence. See, the book, we are talking about the book. This is name of any substance, so this is noun, right? Is helping verb. Kept is verb. The is an article, table is an object which is again a noun. What is the role of on? On is showing the relationship between book and table. So if you find any word in a sentence which shows relationship between different words in a sentence, they are termed as preposition. So preposition are those words which come before noun or pronoun and they show relationship between different words in a sentence. So preposition can be defined as any word in a sentence which comes either before noun or pronoun and they show relationship between different words in a sentence. This is how you will define a preposition. I have given one example also, I hope you would have understood. Now let's talk about different kinds of prepositions. So let's understand the kinds of prepositions. So we studied what a preposition is, let's talk about kinds. See, based on what function the prepositions perform, we have divided prepositions into different categories, in which the number one is preposition of time. The words which shows the relationship between different words in a sentence, and that relationship is if it is in context of time. When an action is done, when we are talking about time, when that action is performed, such case such prepositions come under preposition of time. There are certain preposition of time like by, until, till, before, after, and within. Let's understand one by one. By, when we talk about like, I will return by 4 o'clock. We are giving a limit. So time, we can use by. Until and till. The difference between till and until is, until means in Hindi jab tak. Until means tak, right? If ever you find a condition placed in any sentence, you will use until. Otherwise, you will go with till. Jab tak, tak, till. Before means you already know. Before and after. This is regarding time. I'll return before 4 o'clock, right? I'll return after 4 o'clock. We are talking about time. The same word can be used in context of place as well. Okay? So the words, prepositional words, one word can be used either in context of place or time. Both the cases they can be used. Okay? At, like best example is at. If I say I will reach airport at 8 a.m. This here at shows time. So it is preposition of time. If I say I will reach, I am at the airport. here there is no time, we are talking about place. So it will refer to adverb of place. So the same, preposition of place. So same prepositional word can be used for time as well as place. Within means if we are talking about a limit of time. Suppose I said I'll reach by 4 p.m. I'll come back by Monday. Yeah, I'll come back within a week. Within means week will not be completed and we will come back within a week. If I said I'll come back after 5 minutes, that means if the time is 12 o'clock, you will come back after 12:05. If I said I'll come at 12:05, that means exactly at 12:05 I'll come. If I say I'll come within or before 12:05, that means before it will not be, the clock will not show 12:05 and you will come. Right? So these are preposition of time. So such words which shows relation in context of time, they are preposition of time. Some of the preposition of times are by, until, till, before, after, at, or within. Right? Let's talk about the next case, preposition of place. When we talk about words showing relation in context with place. So some words are like below and above. The difference between below and above, below means when we talk about something which is kept. This both are used for level. Like I can say that this board is pasted below that clock. So it is below. Right? Above means up. Okay. Then you have underneath. Now underneath and below. Difference between underneath. If you keep anything inside and if you cover it, it is termed as underneath. Like you said the dead puppy was, you can say, or anything, the pebbles were kept underneath the ground. Means you have kept anything inside and you have covered it, then we use underneath. Okay? At, I have already told, I'll reach, I am at the airport means you are there. If you say I am in the airport means you are inside the campus. Let's understand this. Suppose this is your school. Okay? This is your school. If I say I am in the school, that means where I am inside the school. At the school I can be anywhere. Anywhere. If I say I am within the school, okay? Understand this. If I say in the school means I am here. Inside when we use when we are inside. Suppose I am in this room and the room is locked. So then we will go with inside. Okay. Like I said, the chips packet. The chips is kept inside the packet. Is sealed inside. That means if you put a lock, if you prevent it like a room, you lock, then you use inside. But if you are here, it is not locked, you use in. At this school means you can be anywhere. Near the main gate or inside, anywhere. Okay? In general. Okay. Inside I have already explained. Inside is used whenever we have a case like the room is locked or anything is packed inside. We go with inside. So this is preposition of time and preposition of place. Let's talk about the third case, preposition of moment. See, there are different prepositional words which are used when moment is involved, motion is involved. Across. Across means when we are passing beside something. So instead of beside, we use across because there is motion. Then the same with in and into. The difference between in and into. Like if I say the students are in the class, it's fine. But we can't say the students are going inside the class or going in the class. No. We have to say the students are going into the class. Into means there should be some motion involved. So when motion is involved, we go with into. Otherwise, if there is no motion, we go with in. Through means passing through something. Okay. Out of and towards. These are used for preposition of moment. There are certain situations where you will find confusion, like when we talk about movement of vehicles. We can use in also or also inside also. So what are the different cases? Let's understand that. Suppose if you are traveling in a vehicle and that vehicle is in motion, and in that vehicle you can either stand or walk, then we are using on. Like I am going to the Andaman and Nicobar Islands on a ship. The ship, you can walk on the ship. You can walk on the deck of the ship. If there is a space for So then we use on. But if, like taxi, I came to school in a taxi. You can't say on a taxi because you can only sit in a vehicle. If you can only sit, go with in. If you can walk or stand there, go with on. I hope you would have understood these three kinds of preposition. There are certain cases where prepositions are not used at all. So what are the cases where we omit preposition? Listen. So these are the three cases where we omit the prepositions. There are some situations where there is no need to use preposition. What are those cases? Let's see number one. See, number one cases, when we have some words like today, yesterday, tomorrow or home. Before such words, preposition is not required at all. Like, we can meet with you tomorrow. You have tomorrow written here. There is no need to use with. No need to use with. The correct sentence will be, we can meet you tomorrow. So the number one case where preposition is not required is words like today, yesterday, morning, tomorrow, home. Such words, with such words, there is no requirement for any preposition. Next case is, there are certain words like this, that, next, every, last, all. If these words come along with words like morning, night, afternoon and daytime, preposition is not required. Let's understand this in an example. Suppose if I say, I met her in this afternoon. We have a word afternoon and it is accompanied with this comes just before afternoon. So if I told you if after words like this, that, next, every, last and all, if after such words you find words like morning, night, daytime or afternoon or evening, there is no need to use in. So I met her this afternoon will be the correct sentence. Without in is not required. Right? Third case where preposition is not required is if we have transitive verb and its object. Like I said, she is playing on a guitar. So playing is verb here. Guitar is its object. So there is no need for on. You can say she is playing a guitar. So these are the cases where prepositions are not required at all. Do remember, number of questions are asked on such topics. Okay? Now there is a last topic left in preposition, which is complex preposition. Let's study about what a complex preposition is. So let's talk about complex preposition. Complex preposition are those words, they are also known as multi-word preposition. Why? These, we have studied preposition is a word which shows a relationship. So far, whatever prepositions we have studied, all were made up of a single word. Now, if you find multiple words doing the job of a preposition, that is showing relationship. If there are more than one word in prepositions, such prepositions are called as complex or multi-word prepositions. Like some of the examples of such prepositions are on behalf of. In such prepositions, you will find two prepositions and in the center you will find noun given. Like on behalf of. I am teaching on the behalf of my grammar teacher. Right? I'm giving this presentation on the behalf of my class. So this is on behalf of. So usually in the structure of complex preposition is the preposition words, just there are two preposition words and in between them you will find noun. Like in charge of, he is in charge of, with respect to, with reference to, these are noun, in contrast to, in case of. The complex prepositions are those prepositions which have multiple words in them. Though they are multiple words, since they are preposition, that means they will show a relationship and a relationship between different words given in a sentence. I hope you would have understood the complete concept of preposition, what they are, the kinds of preposition we spoke about. We spoke about three cases where prepositions are omitted, and in the end we talked about complex preposition, which is a multi-word preposition. That marks the end of this topic, preposition. There are number of questions given in the exercise. Please try to solve those. They are very important for your exams. I hope you would have understood the concept of preposition. Stay blessed. Take care.